purchase a 2025 Audi Q5 Quattro. Offer is only available until February 2nd. Check out AudiMadison.com to browse and see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
This is Wisconsin linebacker Mason Posa.
Mason Posa shuts the door!
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update. Brought to you by Mr. Irrelevant. Tune in to Alex Strofe and company every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30 exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for Wisconsin sports talk and everything else. ESPN NBA insider Shams Charania has reported that two-time MVP Giannis Antetokoumpo is ready for a new home ahead of the February 5th trade deadline or the offseason, as several teams have made aggressive offers to the Milwaukee Bucks, who are reportedly actually starting to listen now. League sources have told ESPN and Shams earlier this morning. The Bucks currently sit at 18-27 and 12th in the Eastern Conference, outside looking in the playoffs, and Giannis is scheduled to be a free agent in 2027. Sad times in the 414, folks. But back here in Madison, a little more hope for Badgers basketball as they play part 2 of the border battle against Minnesota tonight. Tip-off slated for 8 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. UW is an 8.5-point favorite.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Giannis himself might not have actually asked the Bucks for a trade, but that has nothing to do with what his representation has done.
Giannis, Bucks, someone has to man up and just make the move.
What's changed is Giannis is now ready and prepared for a trade from the Milwaukee Bucks, either at next Thursday's NBA trade deadline or in the offseason.
I never thought it would happen because I genuinely really liked Giannis before, but I don't like him.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. Matt, we're presented by Coors Light. So the mountains are blue. You know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime will shine behind the glass in his Wednesday flannel.
Now that's the morning flannel.
Today it's the morning flannel. Though the morning, I've already moved well past mourning, well past grief, well into acceptance, and ready to move on.
Okay. Well,
Wait,
we'll
but you haven't fallen into a different state of mourning?
I don't get what he's trying to say.
For one, Giannis?
That's what I just. Yeah.
What do you mean you've moved on?
That's what he's talking about.
I thought you were mourning the idea of not getting Jim Leonard with the last one. And
Well,
then,
yes, that one, but I moved on from Giannis like last Wednesday.
oh
to be
my
honest.
gosh, I just can't keep up with how often you're mourning over things.
There's been a lot of things to be upset about in the last 3 weeks, to be honest.
Fair enough.
It's Wisconsin sports. There's always something to mourn.
Perpetually
okay?
in mourning. Hashtag Wisconsin Sports. Matt Hamilton in his $700 sweater.
Yeah, baby.
You can see that on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Molly Brown
He's
also.
so relatable.
He is. Molly Brown also in mourning.
Two sweaters were that, Jim. This
Yes,
is
my
only
sweater.
$350.
My sweater is not $700 though.
It's only
Might have been like
$350.
$20 from Amazon.
Guys.
And then this is Duluth flannel, okay?
Yeah, no, I told you earlier.
Yeah,
you look
yes.
sharp.
It's nice.
Here's the thing that ties it all together
Horrible
is you got
colors.
some good boots.
I know.
to go with it.
I joked, and I knew Matt was going to like this because I feel like I'm in costume as a lumberjack today, but I am wearing because I have boots on too.
Yeah,
and they're
you
like worn
look
boots.
outdoorsy.
All right.
You look like
Are they
you start
Timberlands or what?
No.
You look like you start a fire with kindling and not newspaper.
Nope, we can't lift up.
There we go.
There we go.
There she is.
It looks like you make your own kindling, bro.
Maybe I do.
I mean,
Maybe
that's
I've
how
taken
tough
up on
you
it,
look
yeah.
right now. If you were bald, It's a good thing there's a table between us.
Oh my God.
I know. That's what I thought when I saw.
Thank God I'm in Milwaukee today.
Yeah. Matt and I are no longer heated rivals. All right, get into the show. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. Liz is more. And Molly's in Milwaukee. And I want the temperature of Milwaukee and sports fans because you're in the ESPN Milwaukee office. But first, damn hot. I want Molly's temperature. Where are you at with the latest news from Shams, which is maybe Giannis didn't ask for a trade, but Giannis is open to a trade. Maybe his representation asked for a trade. But essentially, Giannis, I think, has played his last game as a Milwaukee
He's
Buck.
ready for a new home was the term that Shams used.
What is this, like a soft sell divorce?
Yeah, it's like a rehoming a dog, I guess, now is what it is. That's what we've come to.
That's
Brian, that is very much frowned upon.
Yeah, you
What?
you can't rehome a dog.
If you get a dog,
People are crazy about their dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's how I used to feel about Giannis, but it's changed over the past few years. Past few weeks, I would say.
No, I think we heard in the open. I'm emotional about this, but I
Always.
can't stand Giannis. Yes, always. I'm over it. Like he did what he did for the city of Milwaukee. He's done a lot of great things on and off the court. He won a championship, but they're not winning. They're not winning with Giannis. They're not winning without Giannis. Like there is nothing here anymore for either side, and I just to me it's just like my immediate reaction to the news today from Shams was bye. Like, bye, adios, see you later. And honestly, like, I used to be at the point where I'm like, I hope he goes somewhere and wins a championship. But at this point, I don't even know if I want that for him. I'm kind of just like, you've turned yourself into the villain. You've tried to make it seem like, oh, I'm never going to leave. You've said this is my city. I'm going to stay here. I've never asked for any trades or anything. Yeah, you haven't, but your agent is literally talking to the Bucks, and they're talking to people. So, like, stop trying to make it seem like you have no involvement in this, and that's the part that bothers me. Just be straight up about what you want. Just, like, be honest and say, I want to go to XYZ teams because they actually have a chance at winning a championship, or they have a lot better longevity with the players that they have. Just say it. We all know the Bucks suck. They're, 11th in the East right now?
They stink.
They're terrible.
Yeah. It's awful basketball. It's awful to watch. Like yesterday, the other day was embarrassing. You got Doc Rivers saying, this is brutal. This is almost like on the same level as my wife being like, I had more fun at the Kalahari with the other guy.
Yeah.
But no,
That's
it's like, Joel, who's the most talented player you ever coached? Well, it's Joel Embiid, obviously. What are we doing?
How are you saying that? You're literally the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right.
I don't get it.
Like, asking my, like, what's your favorite kid? There's a kid down the street I think is awesome.
Yeah. The neighbor's kid.
Yeah. The neighbor's kid, elite.
Yeah.
Mine, it's fine. They're here. They're mine.
They
but
exist.
Molly, I wanted to ask you about the
existing.
There it is. With Aaron Rodgers, you made this comp. So did Alex Strofe. But the idea that Aaron Rodgers and Giannis, it's kind of repeating itself.
That was a nice
here.
shot you took.
Yeah, thank
you.
Yeah. Which one is more annoying? Because Aaron seemed like he was at least willing to own being the villain a little bit more. Like he didn't own it. He was always kind of snarky and kind of backhanded remarks and was kind of just Aaron Rodgers about it. But he still owned it more than Giannis because Giannis is more of like, I don't know what's happening. Like, wait, my agent says maybe I want to be traded. What do you mean the Bucks and the Knicks talked? I didn't know anything about that. I didn't tell Shams
you're
that.
full of crap.
Maybe one of my brothers did, or maybe an agent did, but I didn't do any of it. So Giannis is playing the
It's the
really
same semantics. I've got immunized.
Right.
Right?
And
One might be worse, but it's fine.
Immunized is worse.
Yeah, I mean,
yes,
come on. They're in the same realm.
Well, he didn't say immunized, Jim. He said immunized.
Right. What he wasn't was vaccinated. So, anyways, with the thing with Giannis is that he really is trying to play the good guy, and Aaron never owned being the bad guy, but was never trying to be the good guy. And Giannis is like, look at me, I'm so good. Like, still love me, but I'm going to stab you in the back every chance I get.
Yeah, no, for sure. I honestly don't know what answer is right because Rodgers did a lot of things and he was mean to, I feel like, a lot of people, and maybe that's like weak of me to say, but he was very mean to his teammates. Like every single game he was rolling his eyes, he was raising his arms up because he was so mad at everybody else because he could never do anything wrong. So I think they're both annoying in their own ways. One thing I will say for Rodgers was, like, even though it was annoying at the time, he would always say, I don't know if I'm going to come back. Like, I don't know what the future holds for me. And I think that's kind of how he left, like, Pittsburgh, too, this season, where it's like, I don't know what's next for me if I want to continue playing football and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, yes, for us it was very annoying because it was like, just say you're coming back or say you're retiring, right? But with Giannis, it's like you said, don't try and pretend like you aren't having conversations. Don't try to pretend like your agent is going behind your back and talking to Seams. And if your agent is doing that, you should get rid of him. Like, that is a problem if that is what's going on. But, like, that's not what the case is. You are one of the most powerful players in the NBA right now, so don't try and play stupid because you're not dumb.
Yeah, like, Rodgers was, like, just non-committal. And, like, I can understand that. He's like, I'm not making any decisions. I even, I can buy that to a certain extent, but at least he's not, like, blatantly lying as bad as, like, it feels like Giannis is. Saying, like, I don't know what I'm going to do, okay.
Yeah.
That's understandable. But, Giannis, you know what's going on. You don't have to tell us, like, we love – it's like he's almost treating us like we're the kids in this divorce, and it's like, I still love you. It's not your fault.
Well, I mean, okay.
To us, but he's sugarcoating
It's not the kid's fault.
You can explain. Okay, you're right, but you can explain the exact truth that's happening.
Like, Ryan, Matthew's basically told every kid of divorce it actually is your fault. Your parents are lying to you.
It's not your fault, Milwaukee. It's not my fault, Giannis. I'm just explaining to the kids what's happening, but it's so sugarcoated that you're not telling them anything. You're hurting it more than you're helping. In Giannis' sense, saying he loves this city 2 months ago, and this is his home, and then still hearing all these rumors that there's conversations. It's so disingenuous. It makes you look back and like, what else were you just saying because you knew we would love to hear it?
Right. And
it's fake, and I think the biggest thing is, like, fans would be totally fine if you were honest months ago and you said, hey, you know what? I've had a great time here in Milwaukee. I've loved this city. I love this community. I love this team. I love everything about it. But I need to go win. I need to go win while I'm in my prime. Be honest about it. Say, I want to go to San Antonio. I want to go, whatever it is. Go say that you want to go win. You want to win championships. And people would be like, all right. I appreciate that. Instead of just kind of like hanging around making fans think like, oh, yeah, he might come back. We might still have a chance at having Giannis on our team. Like, no, it's not going to happen.
What's the vibe in Milwaukee, Molly? Because that is a group of, obviously, we carry the Milwaukee Bucks here on ESPN Madison. ESPN Milwaukee is the home of the Bucks. We have Behind the Bucks. We have Bucks in 6. We have the Thanalysis podcast. We're very in tune with the Milwaukee Bucks. As a company, we all love the Milwaukee Bucks. I've been a Bucks fan because I'm old. Back to the Ray Allen days, Big Dog, back to like Vin Baker and Todd May and Lee Murdoch, like all these sort of players, Lee Mayberry, excuse me, and like a bunch of other players. And so I have a history with this team, and I've seen them be bad and good, but there are a large majority of fans, and Matt, I mean this endearingly, like you, and I don't know Molly's connection to the Bucks either, that Giannis is why they're Bucks fans. And I think some people are taking it personal that ESPN is reporting this. They feel like ESPN is like manifesting this. And they also feel like, honestly, you should be impressed with ESPN if they can just manifest a trade.
It's Shams' fault.
Right. But also, like, this is if you're a Bucks fan, this is your Aaron Rodgers. What is the vibe in Milwaukee?
I feel like you kind of hit it where it's like I feel like there's two sides of the spectrum. One side is, yes, Giannis is going to leave, and this is all absolutely true, and all the things, we're believing it. And then there's the other side that people are kind of arguing about where it's like, no, Shams is making all this up. Where I think the reason, and like genuinely, I heard people like arguing today about it. Like, and I was kind of just like, all right, you guys, like, I do host a radio show, but like, at some point, it's like, this literally doesn't matter to, like, have an argument over it. I get it, but, like...
if I were you, I'd almost want to ask him, like, do you think I make things up? Like people with a microphone...
No, it's just, yeah. And it's also, like, he's the freaking... he's the Adam Schefter of the NBA.
Right.
Like, no, Matt, you have the highest football IQ on the panel right now. Don't you know that?
Yeah, but this is quarterback tackle. This is basketball.
But, like, He's literally the Adam Schefter of the NBA. He's not going, like, Shams isn't just going to make up a story. I think the thing that is confusing, and I will say, is, like, what does the report today mean? Because I feel like there's been different stages of the reports, right? Where it's like, okay, Giannis is unhappy, and then it was Giannis has asked for a trade, and then Giannis says, no, I haven't asked for a trade, and it's like, okay, but your people did, and then today it's like, oh, he wants to have a new home. So it kind of feels like, and I'm not saying Shams is misreporting or anything like that. By no means am I saying that. I think everything is absolutely true. I just think it can be a little confusing the way that it's gone and kind of the timeline of it all, because it does feel like, okay, there's really no movement, but there's also things being reported, so what is actually happening? And I think that's the frustrating thing for people to kind of figure out right now.
Molly, I'm going to put you on the spot, and you can chime in 844-770-3776. It's the Carl was Talking text line. List is more. You're going to knock this out of the park. Prime and Matt, I've primed up Matt to have an answer here. And
thank you, by the way.
Ryan, you'll go after Molly.
Primed up Matt.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very thrown.
Yeah. You told me it looked really nice and that my hair looked good today, so I'm primed.
Because I'm going to take your answers and we're going to put it as the poll.
All right.
All right. So my question is, what's the one word that best describes how you feel about Giannis today? And I'll set the number again, and Molly can think for a second. 844-770-3776. That's Carl was Talking text line. List is more. Actually, Matt raised his hand. He's got one.
For me, it's clarity. I finally feel like I know exactly what's going on, what all parties want. Giannis.
What?
It's clarity.
Didn't you just hear my whole thing about Shams? People are arguing because there's no clarity.
There is.
Clarity?
He wants a new home. That's what Shams said. It's not a riddle.
Okay.
He didn't post a riddle for you to try and dive into and dissect. Giannis wants out. His people are talking with other teams in the Bucks, and they're trying to figure out the best place for him to go. We've kind of known this was coming, but there was conflicting reports from Giannis. This, to me, is clarity. Giannis is gone at the trade deadline or at the end of the season. There's no reason to hold out hope that he's going to be coming back for the 26-27 season.
Okay. So the two words that came to my mind, I know I have to pick one, so you guys can actually pick whichever one is better. The first two that came to my mind initially was bored and annoyed. I think I'm bored by it all. I genuinely think I'm bored by it all. Like, it's like, just move on. It's done.
Can we do boringly annoyed?
And I've said that for months.
Boringly annoyed is Molly's
Annoyingly boring?
No, bored to annoyance.
Bored to annoyance.
But that's not one word, so we
that's
cannot.
3 words, actually.
Yes.
We make it a hyphen.
Buoyance.
Hyphen it together. Then it's one word. Bored to annoyance. There we go.
Let's just throw board.
Or just,
come on.
Molly, pick your favorite.
Actually,
what
Molly,
do you
pick
think?
between
Are
two.
you more bored by this?
Because my word
you
is.
seem more annoyed.
My word is
Bored
closer.
was the first word.
Okay, because the word I
for
had
what
is
it's
similar to bored, so we could have Molly pick annoyed. But
Well, what's your word?
Yeah,
It might
what's
be a
your
better adjective.
apathetic.
I hate that word. It's just a long word.
I don't think it's that much longer
Because
than
you
bored.
said the same thing. No, you know what? Both your guys' words, clarity and apathetic, are both what we have used to describe this Badger football season this last season.
Yes, they are.
Okay?
Clarity is my word for football, so I'm at least not using that same word.
And I don't listen to Jim, so I didn't know he used that for football.
Your point is a valid one, Jim.
Fine. Molly,
So
pick your
happens
word.
when you're never here. But yeah. Bored.
Bored. All right. Matt or Ryan.
Prime. Mine, like you guys said, I'm past mourning, I'm past grief, I'm fully in acceptance. This is just what's happened. I'm ready to move on. Acceptance stage for me.
Acceptance stage. All right. So I'm trying to think of a word here that doesn't kind of, I'm very, like, indifferent is one.
Apathetic is a good word. I don't know why Molly hates it so much.
We can use indifferent.
Okay, fine, then do annoyed. Okay, do annoyed for mine, apathetic for Jim's.
I think that's perfect.
I just might be the only person that doesn't know what that word means.
No, come on.
It means bored.
Yeah, he means he's like disinterested.
Yeah, it's like I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like I nothingness. It's just kind of, it's over.
Let's do that. That makes us sound smarter as a show.
Yes, there you go, exactly.
Like the gray in the beard and 10 years in college has got to mean something.
Matt's high football IQ. I mean, come on. This is a smarter show you over here.
I know. That's why I'm suffering a little right now because it's basketball talk.
So,
Giannis Antetokoumpo.
Do we put, if we can, we'll put the names next to it. But 844-770-3776, Carl was Talking text line.
No,
list
don't
is
put the
more.
names because then people are just going to vote who they agree with.
I just want Matt to own clarity. Like, how do you feel about Giannis right now? And his answer is clarity. It's just hilarious to me. But
the situation.
I can imagine.
But, all right, the words are annoyed, apathetic, clarity, or acceptance. God, I should have come up with an A word. But you can try. That's our side unlimited poll question.
You did come up with an A word.
Oh, apathetic. Yeah.
Matt's the one messing it up.
Oh, that's right, Matt. Maybe we can think of a different word for clarity with an A. We can kind of try that during the break.
I'll pull up my thesaurus. Don't worry. We'll figure it out.
By
Nice
thesaurus, you
hair,
mean
Molly.
ChatGPT?
That too.
You saw that?
Yeah. If you're watching the screen, then you saw Molly had the wildest floop in her hair for a minute.
So I might need to.
She's been flooping her hair for a while.
No, I'm just feeling a little bit insecure about it. So Jim, I kind of know how you feel now because I look like I just have like a weird shaped head, but like I have a ponytail up here. I just don't know how to make it like stand up more. So then I tried to like flip it, and then I got stuck on my headphones, and now it's just a whole thing. So
savage.
We're trying here, but you might see me with a different hairstyle when we come back from break. I don't know.
We all can agree, though, Molly does not have to have the same worries that I do as far as how her forehead or her head looks or how her hair looks.
Oh, after pregnancy, though, my God, do you see all these baby hairs? The amount of hair that I have lost since after having twins, insane.
All right.
So I get it. I don't have a bald spot yet, but never know.
When you do, just cut her down. Just accept it.
Nutrafol.
Just
all right.
go bald.
J&K Security Solutions. They are locally owned. They are veteran-owned. They are family-owned. J&K Security Solutions. If you need to protect your home or business with commercial fire protection or residential security or commercial security, reach out to our good friends at J&K Security Solutions. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Has the Giannis era come to an end in Milwaukee?
To hear he is ready for a new home and the Bucks are listening, this is a monumental day in Milwaukee Bucks history.
Continue reacting right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
I worried that I couldn't work a full-time job and still have time for college. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found my stride. My classes are flexible and hands-on, and I walk on campus feeling inspired. My advice to others? Make your dreams a reality. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Looking for an easy lunch or dinner win? Pizza Hut's My Hut Box lets you pick a personalized pan pizza, a melt, and now you can choose wings as your entree. Boneless or traditional wings tossed in your favorite sauce or rub. One box, tons of options, all day, every day. My Hut Box is the best personalized meal combo starting at just $7.99. Head to one of their locations, order on the app, or online at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over. But on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No offseason, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season. Get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
My understanding is, to put it plainly, Giannis has made it clear and communicated to the organization that he believes it's time to part ways after 13 years together and the first championship in 50 years in 2021. And what's changed for the Milwaukee Bucks is they have had a surge of aggressive trade offers made on Giannis, and they are now listening to them. These are offers of all-star caliber players, multiple draft picks.
That was Shams. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. List is more. He's Matt Hamilton. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Primetime Warsheim in the Everlight Solar Studio. Molly Brown in Milwaukee. She's got the inside scoop on the Milwaukee vibes, and we'll continue to reach out to her for her boredom. Is that what you... No, you went with annoyance. Her annoyance with Giannis today. Matt is... What word did we end up choosing for Matt Hamilton here?
Well, we wanted to go with the vibe of everyone having an A word to use.
Yes.
Molly's being annoyance, Jim's being apathetic, mine being acceptance. Matt's was clarity. So I did look up during the break some synonyms for clarity. Accuracy and articulateness are synonyms.
I like
for
articulateness because it sounds made
like
up.
I would say.
And it sounds like importantness.
Yeah, I can imagine. Importantness.
Yeah. It's a made-up word. But somehow it's not. So I think articulateness because it sounds made up. It was perfect for Matt.
Okay, I guess if you guys are really stuck on having the A words for our poll question, let's go for it. Importantness.
You weren't going to win anyways.
I don't think the
Molly's gonna
importance
win
of it is very...
You weren't going to win anyways. Molly's going to win with annoyed. I think most fans are annoyed. 844-770-3776.
That's the Cardinals sad.
Talking text line. List is... More, Matt in the greenhouse
but
says...
your word doesn't reflect sadness.
No, it doesn't, but I'm just saying. I think most of them are.
Okay.
Souther would have gone with confused. And Matt in
Opposite of clarity.
Yes. Matt in the greenhouse goes with maybe staying in Milwaukee this long just to spite Shams.
Told you. Man.
I think Matt's
really
joking.
Stick it to a reporter, right?
But I think Matt's joking, but I feel like there's like 5% of the population that's like, ESPN's making this happen.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
And I want Giannis, if for that case, I want him to go to like OKC or like San Antonio, like a small market, to be like, oh, now what's your straw man here?
Yeah.
Like who the big bad ESPN made him go to a major market like Oklahoma City. Even the Golden State Warriors are not a major market.
Oh, San Antonio, the metropolis of San
Right.
Antonio.
So like,
that's my dark horse.
So like my annoyance with how dumb people are, I'm a little bit happy that this is happening because people really thought that Giannis was built different, was just going to stay. He wants to win. It has nothing to do with the city of Milwaukee. The Bucks, well, I can't say that, I don't think. The Bucks screwed this up, and they can't unscrew it up, so you have to then just move on.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Have they been just a horrible organization since the Haslams took over? Where did you think I was going?
I don't know. You started.
I mean,
okay.
Again, I don't mind that they took a shot and it failed. Like, especially after the Dame injury, their hands were kind of tied. They did the best they could with the trades that they could make. Like, I appreciate that they went all in a couple times to try and make it happen. Like, there were some unfortunate injuries that screwed up the Dame thing, and who knows if that team had enough juice to win it all.
We need to circle back to the summer here, but 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talking text line. Less is more. We are asking you what's the one word to describe how you feel about the Milwaukee Bucks. You can use annoyed. You can use
A words only.
Acceptance, whatever it was.
Importantness.
Apathy.
Articulateness.
Apathy, annoyance,
acceptance.
or acceptance. And Adam in Mount Horeb goes with done. And TJ from the road goes with apathetic. And this whole scenario with the Bucks, even though my word is apathetic, it's also annoying is where I lean to because it's just obnoxious. But, Matt, you talked about the Bucks did everything they could. The Bucks went, what's the word, a bridge too far? Like, I remember I was, what lake? I was camping. I think I was at Mirror Lake. And you asked me if I was ready to eat crow because the Bucks got Miles Turner.
Mm-hmm.
That was is going to go down as one of the worst moves in franchise history because they had to stretch out Dame and pay him, or his salary is on the books for $20 million a year. So a whole ass starter in the NBA.
I thought it was more than that.
Maybe it is
$20
more.
million per year for like the next 4 years.
Yes,
I believe.
for like the next 4 years.
I think it's through 2029.
And then you also paid Miles Turner. Now you can trade Miles Turner, but basically they just threw away a starter salary to get rid of Dame, to get Miles Turner, to make Giannis happy, and that got you all of – how many games did Giannis play this year? Like 30? And so, yeah. Are you ready to eat crow?
Also,
how is that not going all in, though?
But that was stupid.
Okay, that doesn't mean
They
it's
shouldn't
not.
have gone all in then. My point is that was stupid, and it was – they could have made better decisions for the franchise and said, no, this is stupid.
We need to trade him.
We need to trade him then.
And I understand that. And I also understand the idea of an organization saying, hey, this guy's been here this long. Our fans love him. We love him. If he's on the court, we always feel like we have a chance to win. What can we do?
Man
and
up.
if
That's what
if that's what he thought it was all it would take to make it happen, I don't blame the Bucks for doing it.
Don't the Bucks look weak? Of like, oh no, if we lose Giannis, we're never going to get a star again. We'll never have a good player. Nobody will ever come to our games. Like, they seem honestly they give off, like, small energy.
I mean, they haven't had a superstar like Giannis since...
I was going to say, yeah. Is that
Since
part
Kareem.
of just
Kareem,
Okay,
exactly.
but they got to the Eastern Conference Finals once or twice when they had Ray Allen and Big Dog, and those
They
guys
had other really good teams.
Yeah,
I mean, Ray
and Ray
Allen's
Allen
a Hall of Famer.
Yes, Hall of Famer and a star. He was in the movie He Got Game. Went to the Milwaukee Bucks. He was a top 10 pick. Like,
And didn't the NBA have to cheat to get the Celtics in over the Bucks or whatever happened back in the day?
no, it was the Philadelphia 76ers that they lost to.
Sixers. You're
Big
right.
Dog missed a pretty open 10-foot jumper that would have taken the game 7.
Dog.
They would have gotten smoked by the Lakers, but still.
It is tough, though, that's like the only other notable thing to happen in Bucks history between Giannis and Kareem.
Well,
Like,
Jabari Parker got hurt. I mean, that's bad
True,
luck.
but that would have been during the Giannis era, too.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of sliding doors when it comes to the Giannis and the Bucks. One championship is...
So I don't think it's that crazy
Satisfying?
for Bucks fans. Like, it's going to be forever until we get another superstar. We
Okay.
didn't even get a pick until
So let me ask
2030.
you, so I'll say this. Oklahoma City. Obviously, Shea is a superstar. They didn't draft him. They traded for him.
Right.
And they did what the Bucks did. They blew up what they had with Harden and kept on, and Durant and Westbrook, and kept on making
Yeah, but
trades.
their GM just won GM of the year like 2 years ago. Like their front office
Right.
is a million times better than what the
Right.
Bucks
But-
have.
but
like,
I'm saying the
and that's
league-
part of the problem too.
I agree
Like,
with you.
How much? But like how much of the issues that have happened that you guys are talking about are because of Giannis too? Like because in my mind at least they've let him be a GM. Like I don't think OKC's letting Shea run that freaking team.
Right. But it goes back to, in my opinion, the Milwaukee Bucks have operated like a weak franchise. They have let the tail wag the dog too much. It's
After
the same
they got
thing.
the win, after they were able to get the championship, then they basically were like, anything Giannis wants, Giannis
Right,
gets.
and it's the same thing
I
that
get
happened in Cleveland and the Cavaliers. You know, the whole LeBron has nobody to play with. LeBron was asking for everyone he got to play with that first time around.
Mm-hmm.
He assembled a team of garbage, got them to the finals, and then left a burning pile of tires and bad basketball players in Ohio because he didn't want to be there anymore. And that's not what Giannis is doing, because you're going to be able to reshuffle the deck here if you're the Milwaukee Bucks. But Giannis handpicked his coach, handpicked some of these players, and now says, this all stinks. And I don't blame Giannis for wanting to do all that. I blame everyone in the Milwaukee Bucks organization not to have a backbone to say, absolutely not. Like, your opinion matters, but you're not the decision maker, because when you want to leave Giannis, we're the ones stuck with the burning pile of embers that is Pfizer Forum right now once we trade you. And we're the ones that have to take all the assets we get for you and all the assets we acquired for you to try to rebuild everything we gave up to get you. So if the Milwaukee Bucks had a backbone, then they wouldn't be in this position. They would have, instead of mortgaging their future and doing one of the most insane sign and stretch things with Dame Lillard in NBA history, they could have said, you know what, Giannis, it's over. Let's just go and get you the maximized deal we can get. Because the Bucks would have been better off if they had traded him to the Knicks, even for their poo-poo platter, than they are currently.
You think so?
They had Karl Anthony Towns, and they could trade him right now. And they'd have some other picks.
Yeah.
How bad do you feel for Miles Turner right now? Like, literally watching last night's game, I was like, this poor guy comes to Milwaukee thinking he's going to be on a team with Giannis. Like, ugh. And
at
then
least
you see
he's
the
the
guys that
all-time
he's
sack
surrounded
leader,
by.
Molly.
Miles Turner,
Molly,
Jason Jordan Love.
Molly, you may be insecure about your hair today, but your face is glowing thanks to our good friends at Carbon World Health.
Yes, you guys have heard me talk about them for a while now. I absolutely love Carbon World Health and their brand new med spa in Sun Prairie. It's absolutely amazing. So whether you're ready to refresh your skin, relax with the hydrofacial like I do, or try the latest in body contouring, the experts at Carbon have you covered. Book your visit today at carbonworldhealth.com and experience the new standard of self-care at Carbon World Health. This is Jim at Molly.
The Bucks are listening to trade offers on Giannis. Is this the end of an era in Milwaukee? Continue reacting right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold the lie with sportswear too. You pay a fortune for big name gear, a fancy logo, and a slogan, and it still stinks. Then I found Iron Jock, and now it's all I wear. It's built on science. Their silver ion technology is woven right into the fabric. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria, and it never washes out, ever. Get yours today at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app.
This loss is as painful to Packer fans as you can ever imagine.
A customizable homepage, easier and quicker live listening. Your shows at the touch of a fingertip. Available in Apple and Android app stores.
I have no evidence behind that whatsoever. It's just a feeling I have, and that might just be because I'm scared of this rivalry in the playoffs.
Your one-stop shop for ESPN Wisconsin. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Download it today.
Badger volleyball fans, this night is for you. Join ESPN Madison and Badger head coach Kelly Sheffield for the end-of-the-year Wisconsin volleyball celebration. Live from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse in Verona on February 3rd, catch Kelly Sheffield plus special guests and a live fan Q&A. A night celebrating Badger volleyball and their incredible Final Four run this season. The end-of-the-year celebration of Wisconsin volleyball. Tuesday, February 3rd, starting at 7 p.m. at North and South in Verona.
Has the Giannis era come to an end in Milwaukee?
To hear he is ready for a new home and the Bucks are listening, this is a monumental day in Milwaukee Bucks history.
Continue reacting right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Madison College has been around for over 100 years right here in our community, helping students build their futures. They've grown to 7 campuses all across South Central Wisconsin, including 3 right here in Madison. And if you're not in Madison, they've got campuses in Fort Atkinson, Portage, Reedsburg, and Watertown, plus tons of online and hybrid options so you can make school fit your schedule. Madison College has over 200 different programs to choose from, whether it's associate's degrees, technical diplomas, certificates, or even apprenticeships. You can learn more at madisoncollege.edu.
Midget Stoughton chimes in. Turning point in going downhill was firing Adrian Griffin because we were impatient. Doc was never the right choice, but it's the organization who made the decision. He also followed up, yep, this isn't on Giannis. TJ from the road chimes in. Jimmy Haslam owns the Browns and continues to prove his judgment sucks with the Bucks too. The Browns, oof. Todd Monken, 65-year-old Todd Monken is what they hire as their head coach. Yikes. Not fun to be a Browns fan.
Who's worse hire, him or Doc Rivers?
I'm still going to say Todd Monken because it's football.
Okay.
In Cleveland. Like, nothing matters more than football in Cleveland.
Oh, fair.
I feel bad, honestly, for them, for Browns fans. You got Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders as your quarterback, and now you got Todd
Pro
Monken.
Bowler Shedeur Sanders?
You think they'll feel better when they get...
Flag football player Shedeur Sanders.
Think they'll feel better when they get Giannis in 8 days, when they trade him to the Cavs?
Well, yes, but it's still not football.
Fair.
And then Brandon in Tulsa chimes in, OKC knows how to trade and get rid of stars because they know the franchise is more important than any one guy, and that's why Dynasty is now spelled OKC with the homage here to Tamale, #Savage.
I mean, they got to win again before we start calling it a dynasty, but they are looking very good towards the future.
Yes.
They're the best team in the NBA.
They are, and they are positioned to stay that. Like, here's how good OKC is. They could trade for Giannis with very little effect to their starting lineup, and they have no business and no interest in doing so.
I feel like the way they put the beat down on the Bucks, that was probably the game where Giannis finally said, you know what, I think I got to be done here. This is so clear that we're so that far behind any other title contending teams last week.
It's not that they have, 27 losses?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
That was the breaking point?
Well, I think in his mind, I wonder if mentally, that was the game where he was just beaten down. That was the game afterwards he was saying that, his teammates were, making wrong decisions by not just giving him the ball. He thought, other guys thought it was, maybe it's their turn to come up. It just felt very different after that game, the way he spoke.
The way Giannis on the Milwaukee Bucks, when he plays on the team, it's like in 8th grade, you got that one kid who's just bigger and stronger than everyone else and taller that just dominate. You just give him the ball and he turns around and scores a basket over, and if he misses, he just gets it, put it back. That's Giannis in the Bucks. When you're coaching that team, you're like, what are we doing? Don't shoot it. Just pass it to Tommy and let Tommy turn around and shoot the layup. He's the only one who's got the physical strength to get the ball on the backboard to knock it into the rim and into the hoop.
Fun basketball to watch.
Who do you think Where's the most likely landing spot?
So I don't want to ask that. I do like where your head is at, though. But 844-770-3776. It's Carmen's Talking text line. List is more.
Yeah, me too.
That was a great question,
Cool.
sweetie, but we're actually going to go this way.
Yeah,
instead.
I didn't want to actually know the answer either, so we're good.
Well, because here's why. We're just guessing. There's not a clue. So I wanted to ask.
I did just get an ESPN alert that you guys, according to Wendy, the Warriors have the most attractive package to offer the Bucks for Giannis.
What a compliment.
Oh my gosh, I just wanted to say I like the Warriors.
So that's what all I wanted to do was ask the question, where do you want him to go?
I like the Warriors. Him and Curry would be so much fun to watch.
And I'd be happy for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Molly would not.
Molly just wants Giannis to go somewhere and fail.
I love it. She's a joke. Like an angry ex.
No. I think it'd be fun if he went to San Antonio. I love Victor Wembanyama.
That would be crazy. It would seem unfair. I don't know how anyone gets a shot up against that.
Seriously.
Like they could, I feel like if they held hands and stretched across the court, you wouldn't get past them. Giannis.
I'm just imagining them from the top of the key, holding the ball above their head and just kind of passing it really high, keep away.
That
shuffle stepping
again, like
down
middle
the
school
lane.
basketball.
Honestly, that would be more like adults playing against middle schoolers. But
yeah.
But really,
New York would also be really fun too. I know that he's also said that he wants to, he's always thought about going to New York or playing in Madison Square Garden. That'd be cool too. I do like Jalen Brunson. I like that team.
I do. The thing is, I don't know if that team is good enough and Woodson's a good enough coach for them to win a title, and I don't think the Knicks have enough to give the Bucks for them to be like, we got to do this. It's just not going to get a big return.
They sold their soul to get Mikal Bridges.
I have seen stuff, and I don't want to get too into the weeds, but Molly, where you want to see him in San Antonio, Matt and I want to see him in Golden State. You can chime in 844-770-3776. It's Carmen's Talk text line. List is more. If Giannis is traded, where do you want to see him play? Prime, do you have a destination?
If I had to pick one, I think I said it last week too, Houston. I know personally for him, Houston was his favorite team growing up. He was a giant Hakeem fan.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. I guess I want him to go where he's just gonna be happy. Whatever that's best for him. I don't think it's gonna happen.
You're such a nice ex.
Well, honestly,
yeah, right? Molly's like, I hope he burns in hell.
As a fan, he's given me everything I could have wanted.
San Antonio's not hell.
No, I'm not saying that. No, San Antonio would be a
just
great
ask
landing
Charles
spot.
Barkley. No, Charles Barkley disagrees.
Yeah, well, I don't think Giannis has to worry about the things that Charles Barkley needs to worry about when he goes to cities. But I do think that Giannis has said he wants to live in a coastal city. He said Miami, New York. I know Houston's been on his list in the past or was rumored this past offseason. Honestly, I want to go wherever he can win and where he'll feel better about wherever he's at. Because I'm not going to be too spiteful about this.
I hope he goes to the Wizards.
What about the Lakers?
Rejoin Chris?
So, Molly, you'll appreciate this one. Bill Simmons threw this trade out there, and it's insane and it won't happen. But the only way you really could do it is to trade Giannis for Luka. But, Molly, the thing is, then they would take Luka and basically do what the Mavs should have done and just hold an auction for him and trade him off to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
But Giannis and LeBron together would be interesting. But the Lakers wouldn't do that because you've just closed your window. You got this year, next year at best to win a title.
Right.
Golden State, the package ideas that I've seen is basically Golden State could give you 4 draft picks, so 4 future first-round picks. You obviously do your best as the Bucks to take away any lottery protections on those. So that way, no matter what, those could be first overall picks, those could be whatever, but I'd take away the lottery protections. Jonathan Kuminga would be one of the names in there, who's a nice young player. He's not a blue chip young guy. And then Jimmy Butler's one of the names. But Jimmy he's hurt.
Yeah,
he's towards ACL.
Take injured Jimmy.
But that's what they want because you don't want to win. And then when he's healthy, then you trade him. So it's just another asset to trade in the future, OKC style. And then I felt like I never can say the kid's name. The guy from Wisconsin, the point guard.
Who plays for the Hornets?
No, plays for the Warriors. Brandon something. His last name.
Podziemski.
Yes, that name. Yeah,
He's
that
from
was
Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be the other name
Are
that
they
would come
good
back.
enough for Giannis to go there, though?
I mean,
they're 8th right now in the Western Conference.
I feel like
Just
Steph
curious.
and Giannis could, with
figure it
Draymond
out.
Green, could pull off. They got another
Steph's
run or
getting
two in
old,
them.
too, though.
True.
Don't forget about that.
Right, which is
Yeah,
why
but
the
I guess
Warriors
every
be
time that
willing-
I've watched a Warriors game, he hasn't even been playing, but maybe I'm wrong.
Right. Well, that's why they'd be willing to mortgage their future for it because it's let's go. If you had Giannis to team with Steph and Draymond Green, it's at the end and maybe there's only fumes left, but you probably, if you're the Warriors, you say, all right, well, we let Draymond walk, we pay Giannis, and we kind of start over, with Giannis as our main star and then Steph kind of the secondary star on the back end of it. But that would be a fun one to watch. Just the two of the best basketball players of the era together.
Yeah.
Miami's another one I think could be interesting. But
I don't even know who's on Miami anymore.
here's the problem. Tyler Hero is coming back up here.
You think he's in the trade? You think he's in the trade?
Yeah, for salary
$7 million.
purposes, and the Heat are kind of over him. He's what everyone thought he was. Like, he's not a great trade asset. The picks and everything else is what you want out of it, and they have a couple other young players that they've drafted well, and then you could throw a bunch of picks in there. Tyler would come for salary filler because Tyler Hero's just I can't think of an empty calorie food, but like he's
Cheerios.
Tyler
Popcorn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero's popcorn.
Why did Matt look at me so confused when I said Cheerios?
I love Honey Nut Cheerios.
I mean, they're great,
Side
but
best.
it's the most empty calories you could ever ask for.
True.
Heart healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, so they say. Whatever. I would also say Bam Adebayo is coming in that case too.
Probably.
I love Bam Adebayo.
But wait, no. Who's the other guy they got? Do they have another young?
They do. I don't know.
I think that's
I
the one the
can't think
Bucks
of
would
his
want, but
name.
that's not really good NBA
I know
talk.
what you're
But I'm
talking
sorry.
about.
But like in general, the Tyler Hero part would be interesting to our listeners. But Tyler Hero, it stinks.
Andrew Wiggins? Is that who you're thinking of?
No, he's thinking of
Davion
Jim's thinking of a
Mitchell?
young guy. Andrew Wiggins, like 35.
Yeah, Andrew Wiggins. I think you're thinking of
Oh, I
Wiggins
thought-
on Oklahoma
okay.
City.
I feel like he hasn't been. Yeah, maybe.
Which is Wiggins as well, so it's very confusing. Andrew Wiggins is he's old from Canada. That guy.
A lot of J-dubs on OKC too, right?
Yes. But Tyler Hero would be interesting. I love this game. Let's just name players. Matt, you got any names?
No, I'm good.
Say Giannis's last name, Matt.
I refuse.
That's why Matt is thrilled about this trade.
Giannis Antetokoumpo. There you go. I just said it for you, Molly.
Did we figure out the name right? I thought you were going to look
Khalil Ware is who we were thinking of.
Yes. And that guy is a younger player.
Yes.
That's the kind of guy the Bucks would want instead of Bam. Unless you have to make Bam in the deal to make the money work.
I think the salaries, that's how it'd have to work. Khalil Ware is like in his second season.
Okay, but maybe Ware gets thrown in there this trade. Because Tyler Hero, my point was, he stinks, and he's not really an asset. He's just a guy that can score points, but a lot of guys can score points in the league.
Who do you think would like being in Milwaukee less? Milwaukee Bucks fans having Tyler Hero or Tyler Hero having to play in Milwaukee? Because I feel like he would hate it.
I'll tell you what, I would hate it.
I think Tyler Hero.
I think Tyler would despise.
That should
having
be
to
go from
play here.
Miami to Milwaukee.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I think Milwaukee fans would be very receptive.
I think he
But
was
still,
probably
though.
pretty happy to get out. when
And
he
he's not
left.
even from, he's like the burbs of Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's from Whitnall.
Yeah.
He's still from
He's got the
Wisconsin, and it's Wisconsin's team is the Bucks.
He's got the Miami lifestyle. He doesn't want to come back to Milwaukee. Come on. It's a coastal city, but just not his taste, not his flavor.
It's a coastal
Okay.
He's a Wisconsin kid.
It's a Malibu of the Midwest.
That's Sheboygan, okay, Molly? And I don't know.
Close enough.
I don't know
I'll
if
tell you what,
Sheboygan
though,
has a
Take a
basketball
road.
team.
Tyler Hero still belongs more in Sheboygan than he does in Miami.
Yeah, that's probably true. He's from Whitnall, whether he wants to be or not.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, no matter how he wants to present himself. Atlanta's another name there. I would love Atlanta, but I don't know if they make that trade. But they have Jalen Johnson. Now, that's a kid from Wisconsin that I would want.
Okay.
Jalen Johnson is from the Milwaukee area as well. It's actually Sun Prairie. He was here for a little bit. He is killing it for Atlanta. He's a young player, I want to say early 20s, and he is a guy that I would be great if the Bucks got. And Atlanta has the New Orleans pick that the Bucks have to flip. So you could get some picks back, and you can kind of, I don't even know how that would work then if you get 2 first-round picks or however that works. Like, oh, look at us. We either get, like, the Bucks pick first, but it's actually New Orleans pick through Atlanta, but we pick first overall. I don't know how that would all work, but that would be fun, but you probably end up with Trae Young and then have to move him off. You probably
They
have to move
traded
him.
Trae Young.
Oh, you're right. They'd have to
He
trade.
plays for the Wizards
That's
now.
right. God. You'd end up with some other salary
so
that you'd have to
crazy.
move.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been with Atlanta forever.
Maybe
like
it's a
decade.
3-team trade involving the Hawks, the Wizards, and the Bucks, and Chris Middleton and Trae Young are what come back to Milwaukee.
I swear to God, if Chris Middleton dons a Milwaukee Bucks jersey, it is the end of times.
Time is a flat circle, Jim. That's what it is.
We quit. Just quit. No, don't play any more games.
I've never met a Wisconsin sports fan and a Bucks fan who dislikes Chris Middleton more than Jim Rutledge.
I dislike the fake lore around Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton
He
was...
had an
What?
excellent
What do you mean the fake lore?
Yeah, right?
Chris Middleton had 2 to 3 amazing seasons, and the Bucks re-signing him was one of the worst things
he
the
helped
franchise did.
carry them to the NBA
Right,
Finals.
amazing seasons. But then after that, they kept on paying. It's not
He
his
got
fault.
injured the next year.
He was old when they signed him
Okay, but
and
still.
unathletic. Like Chris Middleton, it's not his fault.
Was Klay Thompson a
Unathletic
bum?
is aggressive.
Klay Thompson was not the most athletic defender you could ever see in your life.
And Klay Thompson isn't good anymore either, and the Warriors moved on from him.
At the time when they extended him, he was. Come on, Jim. You're just making a straw man.
I'm the one that when they got, here's this thing. When the Milwaukee Bucks got Brandon Knight and Chris Middleton, I said,
okay, hey, guys, just to remind you how old Jim is. He's been around the block once or twice.
But I said that
Chris
How do you know who Brandon Knight is?
I said
Come on.
they traded Brandon Jennings to the Detroit Pistons for Brandon Knight and Chris Middleton. And I said the better part of that trade was Chris Middleton. Now, I didn't think he'd be this good, but I like Chris Middleton. But then all of a sudden he became like the Scottie Pippen to Bucks fans.
Okay,
he was a nice player.
That might be a little much.
Chris Middleton was a
Scottie
fringe
Pippen.
all-star that had a hell of a run that helped the Milwaukee Bucks win an NBA title. That is his legacy, and that's an awesome legacy.
He's a Bucks legend.
But the fact that fans, and this is what I got to do this a little, fans on Twitter, like before Giannis was like, I want to be traded, they're like, we need to bring back Chris Middleton. For what?
That stuff is ridiculous.
For what?
Like,
That's his bestie.
How many emotional
I
support?
bet you Giannis has probably asked for that though. Like he wants his bestie
He's
back
been
in Milwaukee.
demoted to being Alan Lazard at this point now?
Yeah, Randall Cobb. He's Randall Cobb. That's exactly what he is, yes. Yeah, how many?
It's a good comp. They probably go to a Kentucky
that's
Derby
actually
together.
a great comp because Randall Cobb had some great moments and like 1 or 2 awesome seasons, but he's not like in the Ring of Honor. But he was important.
Chris Middleton is in the Bucks Ring of Honor.
But that's more about the Bucks than.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Molly, Matt, can you guys just
Yeah,
go?
get out.
Me and Jim got to fight a little more.
All right.
How are we doing this?
What do you mean? How are we doing
I mean,
this?
like with both of them.
Well, Molly just has to leave whatever room she's in. So
No,
she's
I'm not worried
listening.
about Molly like trying to like get the answers. I'm saying that like are they gonna be able to play since they're on a delay here?
Oh, they'll figure it out.
Okay.
We could give them a little bit of buffer. Maybe today it's like minute to win it with like a 70-second timer or something like that. They'll be fine. But you know, I like to test their recall, their recollection of what we were talking about in the previous segment.
Yep.
Jim, DraftKings currently has 11 teams with the best odds to land Giannis.
Okay.
How many of them do you think Matt and Molly can name? We probably named, I would say, 5 or 6 out of the 11 here.
So let's go 7.5.
7.5 you think is good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, over under 7.5 is solid. All right, and then, I mean, Giannis wears jersey number 34 for the time being with the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's go caller 3, caller 4.
All right, caller number 3, caller number 4. You're at least going to get a $25 gift card to North and South Tea from the Smokehouse. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Tea from the Smokehouse. 844-770-3776. Caller number 3, caller number 4. You're at least going to get a $25 gift card to North and South. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South. 844-770-3776. That's the Carbos Talking text line. Go ahead and call in for a minute to win it.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What was I supposed to say?
I don't know. I wanted some validation. I was looking for like a soft reach out. It was like I was trying to reconnect, have a chat with Evan, and I thought I'd get more of like.
You didn't need he wasn't asking my approval. It wasn't.
I was honestly just looking for like
fishing for praise.
Yes, yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and Wisconsin On Demand. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Luke Fickell and Company building Wisconsin football's next wave of talent. Fickell on the group he plans to go after and why it's so important in college football's new era.
I really believe there's going to be a greater emphasis on the in-state kids because the trend of things of guys leaving, who are the ones you have the best opportunity to keep that you want to be able to develop? Well, those would be the kids that maybe have something that's going to keep them there a little bit deeper than just the playing time.
Get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. With exclusive features and customized for every home, Pella provides the highest quality products at a price you can afford. Go to PellaWI.com. PellaWI.com.
For the big game this year, upgrade what's in your cooler. Meet Carbless, handcrafted premium cocktails in a can made with real spirits and big, bold flavor. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. Carbless delivers bartender quality cocktails that are easy to enjoy from kickoff to the final play. Perfect for watch parties, game day spreads, or packed living rooms. When the food is hot and the game is loud, crack open a cold Carbless. Stock up on flavors like black raspberry, lemon lime, and pineapple before game day. Carbless, full of flavor, ready for kickoff.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. Our years of experience have prepared us to guide you through your life transitions. Our local professional team brings over 90 years of collective experience in the wealth management industry for the benefit of our clients. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started on your financial future today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
At Hard Rock Casino Rockford, the unforgettable experience goes far beyond the casino floor with the luxury of their dining and entertainment. Savor prime cuts and fresh seafood at Council Oaks Steak and Seafood, or explore 7 unique dining venues that deliver flavors from around the world. Then let the night ignite at Hard Rock Live, where the world's greatest acts take the stage. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
There's no chill on the deals at Metro Ford Madison. Right now, get into a 2025 Ford F-150 with 2.9% APR for up to 66 months plus $2,000 retail bonus cash. Looking for something sporty? Check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport with 3.9% APR up to 66 months, $2,500 bonus cash. Or lease for $319 a month with $38.49 due at signing. But hurry, offer ends February 2nd. Visit MetroFordMadison.com.
Badger volleyball fans, this night is for you. Join ESPN Madison and Badger head coach Kelly Sheffield for the end-of-the-year Wisconsin volleyball celebration. Live from North and South Seafood and Smokehouse in Verona on February 3rd, catch Kelly Sheffield plus special guests and a live fan Q&A. A night celebrating Badger volleyball and their incredible Final Four run this season. The end-of-the-year celebration of Wisconsin volleyball, Tuesday, February 3rd, starting at 7 p.m. at North and South in Verona.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, 3 great locations in the Madison area. We're going to be out there in February for the Coaches Show with Kelly Sheffield. We're excited for that. So make sure to follow us on our socials to see the date of the Coaches Show with Kelly Sheffield out at North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. That'll be at the one in Verona. They have one in Madison, and they have one in DeForest. He's Matt Hamilton. Molly Brown is in Milwaukee. Primetime Warshine behind the glass. Let's get to Minute to Win It.
Will they beat the odds?
I say everything with pure confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
Or crumble under pressure?
I legitimately know one of these. I legitimately have one.
This is the Minute to Win It, presented by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, with 3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
All right, guys, it is a monumental day in Milwaukee Bucks history, as we now know for sure we have the clarity and the articulateness, as Matt Hamilton would say, that Giannis Antetokoumpo...
No, I wouldn't. You guys made me take that word. I wouldn't say articulateness. I would say importantness.
Exactly.
The importantness that my word is clarity.
Importantness is that the word is clarity, that Giannis Antetokoumpo is ready for a new home to move on from the Milwaukee Bucks. And guys, we all know that for Minute to Win It, the number one thing we like to do is test Matt and Molly's recall from one of the previous segments in today's show. So today's category for Minute to Win It are the 11 teams with the best odds to land Giannis Antetokoumpo. The 11 teams with the best odds to be Giannis Antetokoumpo's next team. Your timer starts now.
Hold on.
Matt.
Okay. Warriors.
The Golden State Warriors are number 3. Matt?
Houston?
The Houston Rockets are not on the list.
Oh, weird. All right, Molly.
Knicks.
There you go.
The Knicks are number 2 on the list.
I don't know where they said he was likely to go. Jim said Atlanta, so let's fire out Atlanta.
The Atlanta Hawks are number 4 on the list.
Timberwolves.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, not on the list.
What?
No.
I guess
Okay.
Miami.
Annoying.
The Miami Heat, number 1 on the list. Easily the best odds.
San Antonio.
San Antonio Spurs, number 8.
Let's go the Nets.
The Nets?
I don't know. New York.
The
Big
Brooklyn
market?
Nets.
Yeah, okay.
No, the Brooklyn Nets.
Not on the list.
Not on the list. That is 3 strikes.
OKC.
The Oklahoma
Oh.
City Thunder also not on the list.
I'm just thinking of the teams we've talked about.
There was
okay, so let's
11.5 teams,
brainstorm.
right?
There's 11 teams.
11 teams. I set the over-under at 7.5 because we talked about a ton of them. / there was ESPN alerts as well. But all right.
Well, I was busy doing the radio show, obviously. Not looking at my phone for ESPN alerts.
It happened in the break.
And not listening
also
to
I
Jim.
texted, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't look at your
hold on.
texts.
Molly, you texted the wrong team because you said Timberwolves in the break.
You know what? No, I didn't. There was literally an alert that just came out that said Knicks, Heat, and Timberwolves join Warriors as serious suitors for Giannis. So check it.
Wait, hold on.
That one should be on the list now, baby.
You said Timberwolves.
If Shams is reporting it's legit.
You said Timberwolves would be interesting too based on that last alert. You didn't even send
Yes,
the
I
link
got alerts from Fantasy and the ESPN. I'm sorry, I didn't think I had to send you guys a link or a screenshot. I thought about doing a screenshot and I was like, no, that's annoying. We all have the ESPN app. Why would we do that?
What are you, one of Jim's parent? Oh, Jim's the one who sends the screenshots all the time.
I know. I've tried clicking on them before to go into Twitter.
I've definitely sent screenshots too, for sure. Wait, can I guess a team that now is just coming to my head?
Yeah.
The
Yes.
Phoenix Suns?
No, the Suns are not on the list.
Oh.
You guys want to know the other ones?
All right, so hold on
Because you
here.
guys got 5 of them.
Give me the 5 that they have.
They got the first 4, the Heat, the Knicks, the Warriors, and the Hawks, and then they got the team with the 8th best odds, which is the Spurs.
All right, so I would say this is difficult.
We guess all the teams we talked about.
You got to think about teams that actually could acquire him too, right? Because this is teams with the most likely odds, not like
Yeah.
who would be the best fit.
Yes,
necessarily.
that's why the Nets was not a bad one because they have a lot of picks. So in theory,
I suppose.
And we said
And
Atlanta.
also,
I don't know how
like
many
the
picks
New York
people
angle.
have.
Orlando.
The Orlando Magic are number 9 on the list.
Pelicans?
The Pelicans
That's
not
crummy
here.
guess,
No,
huh?
no Pelicans.
No? Okay.
What about Utah?
Utah not on the list. There are 2 teams who are in the Bucks division, if that helps.
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Tied with team just to the north.
Detroit.
Detroit Pistons, yes. Then there's a big one that
those
you
would
got.
be 2 interesting.
Yeah, both those would actually make some sense.
There's
too.
a big one
Just
that you guys are
to the north.
forgetting. The one the conspiracy one that Jim threw out there. Bucks trading for Luka.
Oh, Lakers.
The Lakers are number
Oh.
7 on the list. And then the
That's
last.
literally just because their name is the
I was
Lakers.
just gonna
right?
say
Pretty much,
they're
yeah.
on the list because they're the Lakers. And
I
God
don't
knows
think
what
the
they can pull
Lakers
off.
have ever not been included as a possible trade candidate for any star who wants to be traded, right? I mean, has that ever happened?
So on that, is that all the teams?
There are 2 more.
Okay.
These are
Jesus.
2 lower.
Sacramento Kings.
Nope. Just think north of that though. North of
No, Seattle's not a team anymore.
No. Portland.
Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the
Ah,
last
him and
one.
Dame could reunite.
Think as far north as you could possibly
Toronto
think.
Raptors.
The Toronto
Raptors?
Raptors, yes.
I saw that, but they're not. I saw a report, but it's like they're not willing to trade Ingram or Scotty Barnes.
So they don't still want to
what
give up
are-
any of their good
what-
players.
what are we doing?
I think they might have a ton of picks.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go full picks route, but that's a tough one.
Yeah. How good have your picks been as of late?
That's
Right.
true.
Also, what picks this Toronto's going to be winning the title every year?
Exactly.
Like
And
late first round picks.
And you got to start to think any team you trade Giannis to, those picks are not going to be great 2-3 years from now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not. It's not.
None of these feel like they're going to get anything great back. Like Heat, Knicks, Warriors, Hawks, the top 4. Like Jalen Johnson's the one guy you'd maybe hold out hope for.
Yeah.
He could be a really good player one day, but
All star. Yeah.
But even then, it's you're getting an all-star for a generational top 10
Again,
player.
I'll go back to what I said yesterday. If they can get what is universally believed as, and I don't know the answer on this one, that $1.20 on the dollar type trade. You obviously have to do something with it, but a lot
You're
of times
saying they get the $1.20 return?
Yes,
I don't
which
think
can
that's out there.
But for Giannis, it can be.
I don't know. I just feel like a trade deadline, people feel desperate when they feel like they can win.
I don't know if it was Wendy or Stephen A., but somewhere it was a really good point. The Bucks probably want to move Giannis now because at the end of this, when the next season starts, Giannis then is kind of in a contract year. He has more power.
2027, yeah. Shams had mentioned that as well.
Yeah, that must have been Shams. So then Giannis has the power. So if I'm a betting man, I'm betting Giannis gets traded before the deadline.
What does Giannis have?
The power.
I mean, also you get.
I'm pretty sure I said that earlier in the show, but it's fine.
You also get another half season with Giannis. So if you do think you're close and you're one Giannis away from being a contender, people desperate times call for desperate measures. Look at the Bucks. They were desperate and they went crazy with their trade. They gave the Pacers $1.20 for the dollar.
They didn't give the Pacers anything.
Yeah, conventional wisdom. Yes.
There's no trade.
Conventional wisdom normally says the offseason when to make trades because teams' books are clear.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, because Giannis is going into his contract year, it's one of those where, you know what, because the way the salary cap has been moved in the NBA, it's harder to finagle a trade in the regular season, but the Bucks have full control now because you'll get, to your point, you get that half season.
Right.
And then Giannis, then you have time to negotiate with him before he ends up kind of hitting a contract year. All right, we're really behind. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. But I'll tell you what, on my way home, I'm going to be driving my big blue truck from Simon Chevy in Mount Horeb. You're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simon Chevy in Mount Horeb, so make sure to check out my good friends out there. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Staying on Wisconsin sports never stops with the Jump Around podcast.
It is an aggressive attack. You have to be out there, putting yourself out there and saying, like, this is the reason why you need to be at this program. And it's not a used car salesman pitch. You still need to be genuine, but you now need to be more aggressive and more strategic in how you do it.
The Jump Around podcast with Jim Rutledge and Pablo Iglesias. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions. Streaming live every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Hey, this is former Badger Brad Norton.
Norman, it's a fake. Great call and great execution.
You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim. This is Sports Center Update brought to you by the Jump Around, a Badgers dedicated show. Tune into Jim Rutledge and Pablo Iglesias every Thursday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for all things Wisconsin Badgers. And continuing developing news here on ESPN Madison, Madison's home of the Bucks. Superstar Giannis Antetokoumpo is, quote, ready for a new home either at the upcoming trade deadline or this offseason, per ESPN Shams Charania in a report earlier today. Shams was also on NBA Today breaking down why things have changed for the Bucks and Giannis after months of offseason speculation.
My understanding is, to put it plainly, Giannis has made it clear and communicated to the organization that he believes it's time to part ways after 13 years together and the first championship in 50 years in 2021. And what's changed for the Milwaukee Bucks is they have had a surge of aggressive trade offers made on Giannis, and they are now listening to them. These are offers of all-star caliber players, multiple draft picks.
Make sure to stay up to date on all things Milwaukee Bucks right here on 1.5, Madison's home of the Bucks. And then tonight, also catch some WIAC Wednesday men's basketball as Platteville heads to Stevens Point with tip-off at 7:15 p.m.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other. Giannis himself might not have actually asked the Bucks for a trade, but that has nothing to do with what his representation has done.
Giannis, Bucks, someone has to man up and just make the move.
What's changed is Giannis is now ready and prepared for a trade from the Milwaukee Bucks, either at next Thursday's NBA trade deadline or in the offseason.
I never thought it would happen because I genuinely really liked Giannis before, but I don't like him.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Molly, if mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light. Don't steal my thunder, Matt.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Wollersheim behind the glass. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, and you can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talk text line. List is more. Our side of the limit poll question: what's the best word to describe your feelings about Giannis wanting to move on from the Bucks? Right now, primetime in the lead with acceptance. 58% of you say acceptance. Matt just picked bad word. Articulateness, 0%.
What a terrible word to pick.
Yeah. Matt really
Yeah.
biffed it
I
on
was
that
really,
one.
Yeah, I was really not thinking clearly.
Molly picked annoyed at 26%, and then 16% apathetic is mine.
I'm annoyed now.
I know you are. You picked a bad word.
I
just
definitely picked a bad word.
Be better.
Again.
Clarity was a bad word too, if we're being honest.
Was it?
Sorry.
Was
yes,
it though?
It was. There's no clarity in the situation. I understand where you're trying to get at, but like,
if you
there's not
have no clarity, Molly, then you are struggling to read what Shams wrote. You're trying to read between the lines.
Didn't you literally hear me tell you that people are arguing over what his report meant?
I know,
Like,
and that's outrageous.
People genuinely don't believe
He wants
him.
to go somewhere else. That's what he said, and people, don't believe
Yes,
it.
but here's the thing. People aren't going to have clarity until Giannis straight up says, I'm leaving Milwaukee. I'm going to blank. Well, go to blank place. Like, that is when people will have clarity, is when Giannis specifically says, I don't want to be in Milwaukee. I want to get traded to X place.
Do you guys think
That's not going to happen. He's just going to get traded.
Do you guys think he'll ever do that?
No.
Okay, that'll be the clarity then, is when he gets traded. When you get the report from Shams that says, breaking news,
I
Giannis
don't believe that.
traded
I don't believe
to
breaking
blank.
news, then. If I don't believe him when he's saying he wants a new
God.
home, how am I going to believe him when he says he's been traded? Importantness.
The clarity will come when Giannis is traded.
Molly, that's not at you. That's at the fans who are arguing about whether Shams is
Right.
lying or not.
No, I
if you
know.
don't believe this report, then
It's
you
ridiculous.
can't believe any of the breaking news about trades that have happened that he
But
reports
to
on.
Molly's point, there is no clarity because the report still says he's open to being traded at the deadline or in the offseason. So that's still...
This is
That
the
could
last
be in
year of Giannis.
a week, or that could be in 4 months.
Yeah, but that's a big difference.
No
Is
matter
it?
Because it's awkward as hell if they keep him around.
Okay, one question for you guys then. No matter whether he gets traded at the deadline or in the offseason, do you think he's played his final game in a Bucks uniform?
Yeah, that's an easy one, yes.
You don't think he plays again for the
Nope.
rest of the season,
Nope.
even if they just put him on the shelf?
It would be franchise malpractice
So
to
what's
play
the
Giannis
excuse?
again. Calf.
What do they say then if they want to save face?
Calf.
Calf strain.
Just shut him down?
Yep.
Yep. I think Giannis has played his last game with Milwaukee Bucks. No matter when he's traded.
R.I.P.
All right, this is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Flyaways. Even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every U. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Gatlin Empey. The Empey family means a lot here. Look up on the wall here, the champions and brothers are up there. And you talk about your dad being a coach here. What's it like, first of all, to have your dad as a coach and then a teacher in the district?
I mean, it's just awesome. You know, the things that I learn every single day. He's always in my corner throughout it all. You know, whether I'm sick or I'm injured or maybe I just had a really bad match or after a football game, a track meet, a really bad day at school, he's always there to help me. And as a teacher, he was my freshman Phi Ed teacher. So it was a lot of fun. We played a lot of games and there's no amount of words that can describe how much he's done to me in my life and how much he means to me.
Pro volleyball lives in Madison. Love Madison, Wisconsin's professional women's volleyball team brings premier talent, elite competition, and non-stop intensity to every match. Featuring world-class athletes in high-energy action from start to finish, this is volleyball at the highest level. See elite professional sports right here in Madison. Purchase tickets today at lovbmad.com/tickets. That's lovbmad.com/tickets.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Go be a winner. Millions of dollars won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, so go be a winner. And go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. Primetime Laura Shine behind the glass. Molly Brown is in Milwaukee. You can get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbos Talk text line. This is more. We are going to throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, we've spent all of our time talking about Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks and wanting a new home today, but we have yet to get to the news from yesterday, and that was the Badgers football 2026 schedule dropping, guys. So that means it's time to play the schedule game. All right, guys, let's run through the Badgers football season schedule 2026. Guys, we're going to run through it all, not including the bowl game. What is your final record prediction after we run through this exercise, guys? And question, first of all, is do the Badgers end up making a bowl game after we run through this? So, guys,
Does the win count?
Does the win in the bowl game count? Do they get to the bowl game is a bigger question. So, guys, they kick off the season against Notre Dame at Lambeau Field, part 2 of the Shamrock Series, 4 years after the first one.
Series?
Did you want to go shake
Shamrock
there?
Series?
Shamrock Series.
The Shamrock Shake
with that?
Serious.
Get your milkshake, guys.
A Shamrock Shake hits so hard, though.
That would,
It's the goat.
honestly, if they gave that out at the game, that would be amazing.
It would be, yeah.
That'd be really good. All right, Jim, what do you think?
That's an L.
That's an easy L.
That's
right,
an
guys?
easy L, yeah.
Molly?
Yep.
Yeah, we're all taking that as an L. All right, guys, and the next two games are Western Illinois and Eastern Michigan, two directional Midwest schools.
We'll put them dubs up there.
They got to be dubs, right?
Yeah.
They might not be pretty dubs, but they should be dubs.
I mean, the way you grouped them together for the schedule game made us assume that they were both dubs.
I mean, they're both directional. Like I said, Great Lakes teams. Like, there's no way. If they
It'll be
lose-
way too close in the fourth quarter, but it's fine.
So they'll be 2-1.
We're going to
at the
halftime. It'll
bye.
be 3-0, and they'll win like 17-10.
Yeah, okay. It'll be ugly. It'll be gross. It'll be Badgers football. All right, then the next week, guys, after Eastern Michigan, they are at Penn State.
That's a loss.
That's a huge L.
Loss.
You sure? Your first conference team with Matt Campbell
I'm
at Penn
not
State.
giving any
Going to go
benefit of the
play in
doubt.
Happy Valley.
And also, at
Oh
this
my
point in the
God.
schedule, history tells us the Badgers starting quarterback will be hurt.
Well, yeah, Colton. Yeah, okay. To knock on wood for Colton Joseph. Luke Fickell does deserve one
Who?
season of a fully healthy quarterback.
That's what his name is?
Really? You don't know Colton Joseph?
I
To be
really,
fair,
I
think Molly
don't
needs
care
to know
about
Colton
Badger
Joseph.
football.
She doesn't even
Like-
know who Colton Joseph is now. She doesn't.
This entire
Fair.
team is, I'll believe it when I see it on the field.
Matt Ryan, I
know.
last year before this
What happened to
last
Carter Smith?
terrible season, he's still on the team. They also got some guy from Maryland, Trey or Deuce.
They got the guy from Louisville, Deuce Knight.
Deuce Knight.
Sick name.
How the hell do you get Trey or Deuce confused? Those are two different
Well,
names.
because 3 or 2.
Yeah,
So
new
you knew it was
numbers.
like a-
I just knew it was a number name.
Trey.
Trey or Deuce.
Literally, that's all I had in my brain.
What number do you think his jersey is?
Tres.
Oi.
Metro Kia of Madison,
Kia
oi.
of Madison,
Oi. All right, guys. Then the
That
next
was right in my head, so I don't know about yours.
the next
Sorry.
week
Okay.
they host Michigan State at Camp Randall. Pat Fitzgerald coming to Camp Randall.
That could be a win. I'll give him it.
Okay.
I don't know.
honestly, in my head, I was
Flip
thinking, do
to
we
me.
want to be nice or not? But if Molly's going to be nice, we'll take advantage of Molly's niceness and give him a dub.
Matt taking the dub.
Sure.
All
They've got a lot of L's coming.
So
Don't
what are
worry.
they, 3 and 3?
So, currently, yes, they are
3 and
3 and
2.
3. Oh no, 3 and 2. You're correct. 3 and 2. They would have 2 losses to Notre Dame and Penn State. Then the next game is at UCLA after a bye week.
All right, UCLA, I think is still pretty stinky.
Yeah, I mean they're turning
honestly,
bringing in a
who
new
the
coach.
hell is their coach?
Bob Chesney. He was the head coach of James Madison, who took the Dukes to the
oh,
college
that's
football playoff.
concerning
Kenny's
me, though.
brother.
What did she say?
Kenny's brother. Nice.
That was a joke.
No,
Relax.
no, it was a good one. I liked it.
I thought this was just your college
You're the
football
only one that
report.
got it.
Yeah, sweet
I
summertime.
laughed. I got it.
I just didn't
Troy
hear
Aikman
it.
donated a lot of money to that program, guys, that he's not going to do anymore.
Only to lose his quarterback. Yep. Yeah, sure did.
I don't know what Molly thinks on it. Are we going to be able to take UCLA?
I don't know.
You know what?
I genuinely don't know.
This smaller school makes me. I'm going to say UCLA wins.
I feel like it's a toss-up. I think they probably go 1-1. Michigan State, UCLA.
Yeah, I feel like UCLA, the
All right,
smaller school
so I'm
coach
good with
coming
that.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, they're now 3 and 3.
Yep.
All right. Then the next game is USC coming to Camp Randall.
Damn, I wish that game was at USC. Then we could try to figure out a way to go.
Why can't we go to
Huh?
UCLA? I'd rather go to UCLA. UCLA is
guess.
pretty great. Yeah.
I guess. Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Rose Bowl.
I like to go to the Rose
Fair.
Bowl when I
Just
didn't
use-
lose
but you-
15 pounds due to sickness. It'd be great.
USC is just, it's
It is iconic.
more fun to watch.
Yes, but
You're in the Rose Bowl if you go to UCLA, though.
I know, but
USC's in
I'd rather
Galley
go watch a
Coliseum.
Rose Bowl, not UCLA and Wisconsin.
that's kind of a Rose. That's been a
That's
Rose
an
Bowl.
old school
You can
Rose
pretend
Bowl.
it's a Rose
Yeah.
Bowl.
It's the Badgers'
Yeah,
first ever
maybe
Rose
like
Bowl
10
win.
or 15 years ago it would have been fun to watch. But you guys, we are in 2026, and Luke
Closer to
Fickell is the head
20
coach of
years
Wisconsin
ago.
Badgers.
It's more like
Alright.
20, 25 years ago.
No, I'm saying when Wisconsin was good and when maybe UCLA was good. I don't even know the last time the UCLA
That's what I'm
was
saying.
good at
We
football.
played
I think it was when they
UCLA
played- yeah,
in like
Cade-
2001.
30 years ago,
Cade
yeah.
McNown was the
No.
quarterback. Yes.
Yeah, it was like 2001.
Yeah.
That was 2001?
No.
No, that was the first Rose Bowl win, I thought, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is 92, 93.
94.
94. 93 season, 94.
Then we played
Rose
again.
Bowl.
Might have. I think you played him. I think
Oh,
that
that's
was
right.
They played him
did.
again. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then the week after, guys, the
Look
Badgers.
at Molly's face.
No, I'm Googling. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I literally
Your
thought.
face is like, what are these dumb?
Yeah, you were
talking
so
about?
confused
No,
looking.
no, I'm Googling. No, I'm
We didn't
Googling
help,
UCLA.
She had
Yeah.
a resting Google
I'm
face.
Googling UCLA quarterbacks by year, and honestly, I think I was thinking of UCLA basketball when they were good. I don't know when UCLA football was
The
good. Not in
50s.
my lifetime, it feels like.
God, who? Cade McNown was probably
They had
the best
Josh
quarterback.
Rosen, and they were pretty decent, honestly. That was like 2018.
Cade McNown was a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
That was in the
Rosen
90s.
like a number
Brett
one.
Hundley.
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago when they had Chip Kelly as the head coach, they had like a 9-win season. They went to the Sun Bowl. They were pretty good.
Hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'd love a 9-win season.
They had,
here.
what's his name, DTR, the quarterback. It was the Browns backup for a minute. Whatever.
Well, don't
doesn't
worry.
matter.
According to Mason Post, 9 wins is the least amount that the Badgers are going to get.
Okay.
this
Dorian
year.
Thompson, something. Right?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
There you go.
All right, guys. So then the week after USC, they are at Kinnick Stadium to take on the Hawkeyes, who has
That's a
owned
loss.
them the last 2 years.
Yeah, I got to put that down.
You don't think we're going to bounce back? Get that dub?
I've tried to pick them to beat Iowa the last 3.
I know.
I can't do it anymore.
I
So-
kind of want to stick to my guns, but we'll take the L.
They're
You're
now
probably right.
3
This
and
one's
5.
at Kinnick too.
Yes. Now they are 3 and 5. Then the next week, they host Rutgers.
Okay, we'll give them a dub.
Yeah, we beat them this year.
God, I hope so.
We didn't play Rutgers this year.
But yes,
It was Maryland I'm thinking of.
We lost to
Maryland.
Maryland, too, yeah.
We lost
Don't
to
worry, they
Maryland?
play them again this year, don't they?
Matt's
yes,
just now realized.
They did.
Like, wow.
Notoriously
That was the
horrible
whole-
weather games
that
that
was
they
the
lose.
turn
That
of
was the
season.
fire-fickle
Yeah.
game, and that was after that game is when Barry Alvarez said, "Go boo in a bar."
Who am I thinking of? Who did we win early this season against?
Who'd you beat?
Yeah.
I mean, they lost to Bama bad. They beat a couple of directional schools. I don't know.
Did we get no conference wins this year?
No, we
Yeah,
got
they beat Washington and Illinois.
And Illinois, yeah.
We were at the Illinois win.
Yeah, I know. I was trying. I thought it was something earlier though.
Matt, look it up on your phone.
No, I'll look it later.
Okay, next one is they play at Maryland at Secu Field.
That could very well be a loss.
Let's be generous and let's give that a dub to make it interesting.
So
where are
they're
they at?
now 5-5.
Okay.
You're so generous. That is not how you actually feel. You know that's a loss.
I honestly know. I know nothing about
They've
Maryland.
lost to Maryland the last how many
They
freaking
kept their
years?
quarterback. Maryland kept their quarterback. The one who tore him up.
Is
He's the guy who tore up the Badgers last year.
Okay, all right.
I can't remember his name, but he's pretty good. He was a young freshman.
Okay,
I
fine.
call that a loss, but
Matt can be
we don't have to all
deciding
agree. We can all have our own schedules.
Well,
Can
we
we not?
kind of got halfway through the schedule doing one show schedule, Molly, so we can't switch now.
Oh.
Matt, you're deciding.
I've just been doing my own.
We're losing to Maryland.
You got
Losing to
losing?
Maryland.
Okay.
All right, so Matt has him as.
I honestly had him at 2-10.
All right.
So Matt's
So
got
you
him at
guys are
4-6
being
right now. All right, then the next week, guys, it's at Purdue, Ross-Ade Stadium.
God, let's give him a dub.
It is Purdue.
Yeah.
It is Purdue. I'll
That's
give,
5.
I'll take the dub
That's
there.
5. All right.
Yeah, I don't think we're respecting Barry Odom's program right now. And then the final game of the
We're
week.
being way too nice.
Final game of the season, guys. The Gophers coming to Camp Randall.
L.
Yep.
And that'll be the last game of Luke
That's
Fickell's
funny because
career.
I could actually see that as a win. But
That game
okay.
might decide Luke Fickell's fate as a Badger coach. The Axe game.
So we have them at 5 wins, so they're not getting a bowl game this
Right.
year.
Yeah, we
they
got
don't-
them 5-7.
So if Molly's
No,
right
that's-
and they
that-
beat
no, that-
Minnesota, they'd
we
be
got
6.
We got them 6-6 actually.
Oh,
because we
okay.
said they beat Purdue.
Okay, that was
No.
a 6. But no, but you took away a win.
Yeah,
Maryland.
no. 1,
we
2, 3,
we said
4,
loss
5.
for Maryland. Did you guys say loss?
Yes.
Molly and Matt said loss, so we went with loss.
Yes.
Oh man.
That M&M
okay.
song where it's like knees weak.
Arms are heavy.
I was
sorry
so
about that.
confused.
I was confused too.
Because I was
don't
looking
know.
at Molly
I was like, why am
on
I
the
talking
camera,
about
and
that?
then I was like, why am I hearing her voice, but her lips aren't moving? It was very weird.
Because her
Why am I
knees.
talking about M&M?
Because her knees are weak and her arms are heavy, Jim. That's why. What are you talking about? It's
Vomit on my sweater already when I think about this Badgers team this year.
there. You go. There you go.
Sick bars, Molly.
Molly's spaghetti.
Thank you.
Is that a rap name?
No, that's
Molly's
what's all,
spaghetti.
That's
Spaghetti
what's all
Molly.
over her sweatshirt. Molly
Noodles-
notoriously
Noodles
carbo
Brown.
loads before Badger games.
Well, before shows.
Noodles Brown.
she ate a bunch of lasagna before a show. What was it, last week?
Yeah,
I did. I housed some lasagna on Friday.
Scarfed some
Yep,
lasagna.
it's
Yeah.
true.
It was kid
Hey,
tips. so it could be
Ryan.
easily eaten.
Ryan. All right, Pickle Stealer. Let's not talk
Oh
about
my
food
God!
here,
Get
man.
out of here. These are false accusations.
Pickle Feet.
The
Yeah.
most false
Pickle
The
feet.
dill
Keep your
will
hands
linger
off
on your
other people's
finger.
pickles. All right, this is Jim Matt Mobson by Coors Light.
Don't tell me what to do.
Pickle's in a real pickle, right, guys?
And Molly.
I think when they got to the NFC Championship games, they had
They were
buys.
1 seeds?
Yeah, they were
Yes.
buys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Semantics.
Facts sometimes get you. No, those are facts.
No, yeah, it's a technical fact.
Take that for
Semantical
that.
facts.
All right, I'm not going to do it. Technical fact? You mean
Yeah,
facts?
yes.
All right, let's get to Brett
Technically, you're
Madison.
right.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
First place in the Big 8 is on the line on Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. This Tuesday, the Verona Wildcats take on the Madison Memorial Spartans in a battle of two of the best teams in the Big 8. Coverage starts at 6:45, tip-off at 7:15. Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean Dennis Summerall for Tuesday Night Hoops on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Live on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Vintage Brewing Company. Whether you're looking to get carry-out, delivery, or dine in, Vintage Brewing has lots of great options on their menu. Vintage Brewing Company prides themselves on being a great place to hang out and enjoy classic Midwestern hospitality. Vintage Brewing Company has multiple award-winning beers, so be sure to try one the next time you're in. Head to vintagebrewingcompany.com to make a reservation today. That's vintagebrewingcompany.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly opened Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison is giving away $85,000 in cash this month in our double rollover jackpot. There will be 5 drawings every Tuesday and Friday throughout January. 10 winners every week. But you have to be here because if the winner isn't present, their prize rolls over to the next jackpot. Every Tuesday drawing is for $1,000 and Friday drawings are for $2,000. Then on Friday, January 30th, there are 5 $5,000 prizes. Don't let time tick away. Get to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community, and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Green Bay Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, Jim Rutledge.
Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer
Matt Hamilton. Help me out. Who is that?
Wisconsin football analyst.
You know what? It feels like Molly's the only one that's being sincere about that. So, Molly, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues. Molly in Milwaukee. Matt Hamilton with me in the Everlight Solar studio, and we are joined by Mark Tauscher. And Mark, we've talked about Giannis. I know you guys talked about it on your show earlier today. We're asking him, what's your one word to describe how you feel about Giannis right now?
Bummed.
It's a good one.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at the whole picture, you're proud of what Giannis was able to do and the impact that he made, not only in the state and the city, but obviously in the NBA and what he has meant to the organization and to, just a ton of great moments. And obviously a championship is unbelievable. But, it feels like there could have been more. And unfortunately, this scenario, we've kind of heard this. We've listened to national pundits and everybody else talking about it, and we always kind of just were hoping that this wasn't the case, but kind of always knowing at some point it was going to end. And now that it feels like that moment is here, whether it's in a week or if it's in 6 months, I'm just kind of bummed.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Tauscher.
Go ahead, Molly.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was going to transition. To the Packers with. I know it's a little funky with me here in Milwaukee, so I apologize. But I was just going to transition to the Packers. How are you feeling about Jonathan Gannon? Do you feel like this is a smart hire, a safe hire? Where do you kind of land on this?
I think safe. And you know what? A lot of times the safe thing is the smart thing. I think Matt LaFleur kind of has an idea on how he wants to approach things, and he wants, a veteran that can lead a defense. He's going to probably have minor involvement. He wants to have a head coach that is a coach on defense, and obviously Gannon was the head coach in Arizona. He had a lot of success in Philadelphia, and now, as far as what scheme he's going to run and, how he's going to cover and what, his aggressiveness level is going to be, Philadelphia is obviously very aggressive. They had a lot different personnel than what the Green Bay Packers had. So I think it's a safe hire. I also think that it's going to be, you better be off and running. This isn't going to be a case where I think you get all this time to, let's grow into it. Let's figure things out. Don't know how or when Micah is going to be back, but you have that chess piece and you have the talent that I think Goody believes they have. You better be pretty good. And with what Jeff Hafley was able to do, there was a lot of good moments, obviously some tough moments too. But I just think when you bring someone like him in who's got the experience he has, it better be really good really quick. I don't think there's going to be a ton of learning on the go. This is going to need to be quick, and it better be really good. Or I can tell already just in kind of the mentions and how our fans have looked at this, I don't think anybody's super excited, and whether that's because Al Harris and Jimmy Leonard were maybe potential candidates and people were a little more excited about that, I don't have a problem that that's not the road they went down. I would have loved to have seen Jimmy get an interview too. That's not the way Matt LaFleur went, so now this, hopefully is going to be a raging success.
So, Tausch, you say he needs to come here and be really good really quick. I guess I have a hard time envisioning this current defensive roster playing their best is even considered very good in the National Football League. Is there any leash for Gannon, given we don't really have any cornerbacks and this team isn't really fully put together on defense?
You got a Pro Bowl corner. You have the best safety tandem in the league. And I'm in jest saying that about Keyshawn, but it's not like Keyshawn is, a horrible corner. And you don't have, I think you're going to have some tinkering with this roster. You're going to need to get some more players in the back end. But it's going to be, I don't sense that there's going to be this, it's not as if you have two bad games to start your season and they're going to fire the defensive coordinator. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we've been around when the hashtags come out with Joe Barry, with Dom Capers, and you can best believe that if this defense starts off and gives up 30-plus the first couple of weeks or, isn't able to make some stops when they need to, what's coming. And I'm sure they know what's coming. And when you make a hire like this, that's the safe play. Everybody understands that's going to be a part of it. And, the narrative is going to be what the narrative is going to be. And I do think getting off to a fast start with this group is going to be really important to kind of build that confidence up in what your scheme and what you're trying to get accomplished on defense.
And obviously we're talking about like the fans' perspective on this, but how much is the fact that Jim Leonard was a name that was at least floated? And if Jim Leonard ends up in Buffalo or Denver or with Vance Joseph somewhere else, that's obviously going to at least be on the radar for Packer fans. So Gannon and the Packers are going to have to fight the uphill battle on that. So hopefully Gannon is successful early for his sake from the PR side of it. But do you think there's a chance where through back channels the Packers had a conversation with Leonard's people and he said, I'm interested, but I'm also interested in Buffalo and Denver, and then the Packers just decided, let's just go with our 1B?
Yeah, it's a really good question, Jim. I don't know. I haven't, delved that deep into it. Do I think that there was general interest on both sides of it? Absolutely, I do. Do I think had the Broncos gotten eliminated or not had the 1 seed, not been playing, do I think he would have been interviewed? I do. And would that have changed the direction? Matt LaFleur certainly liked what he had to hear the last time they had those conversations. So like anything else, you have to kind of weigh your risk. You have to weigh kind of, do we want to lose this guy? And I don't know if that's what happened. That has been reported. If that is the case, I don't love it, but I understand it. So it would have been great to at least kind of look at, kind of line your stuff up and then figure out what was going to be in your best interest. And it sounds like maybe the scheduling and how the Denver Broncos advanced, it definitely didn't help Jimmy's cause as being the DC for the Green Bay Packers.
Tausch, do you trust Brian Gutekunst to construct a roster specifically on the defensive side of the ball for Jonathan Gannon that can make him successful as a DC?
Well, that's a good question, too. And I mean, I think it's more on the line of Jonathan Gannon figuring out what does he have personnel-wise that is going to make his defense successful. It's easy when you have what Philadelphia had. Would you have, you're talking about one of the best, if not the best, corner in Mitchell. You got Cooper DeJean, who is, the slot guy, who is fantastic. And then you have two absolute hosses in the middle of that defense that didn't let anything go, with some edge guys 2 years ago that nobody could block. I'm saying all of us could have probably done some really good things calling that defense, because you just line up and go. So I think in this case, you're going to have – there's a couple of guys here that I think are, bona fide game changers, and Micah Parsons and an Edgerrin Cooper, and then I love our safeties. But, yeah, I think Goody does need to, really look hard, especially at depth, on that interior part of the defensive line, because this last season, it just felt like when Devontae Wyatt went out, and obviously when Micah went out, we didn't have a ton of answers to what offenses were doing. And those are things that I'm sure Goody is going to look at both in free agency and obviously in the draft.
With the free agency side of things and with Goody, and we all talk about the 30 side of it, and there's some Packers players that might be gone as they turn 30 here. Do you think because from my perspective, I think a few veterans might have changed the outcome for some of the games for the Packers that went the wrong way at the end. Do you think a season like this where they had a few collapses, not just to the Bears, I mean, the Browns game went the wrong way at the end, Dallas, they couldn't close out, that Goody might rethink his prospects or bust idea on really almost every part of the roster and keep a few guys around where that veteran leadership of having been there, done that could matter in those moments, because coaches can only do so much?
Yeah, and I think you see what Cooper Kupp was able to do. The Rams threw him away. Obviously, they brought Devontae in, and Devontae had a really nice game. I don't think he's going to change a ton of things. It could be a sprinkler here or there as far as a veteran guy, but do I think he's going to bring a veteran wideout in? I don't. Maybe it would be a defensive back if you bring, or, potentially an offensive lineman. We saw him bring Banks in last year. And I think, with Balaga this morning we were talking, I think that has been the biggest issue, is that offensive line wasn't as good as it was the year before, and Goody obviously felt like he needed to make a lot of changes on that group. That's where I think he's going to have to look long and hard at figuring out how we can get back to being, especially running the football on a more consistent basis. But I don't think he's going to all of a sudden change his stripes and say, well, no, we're going to go old. We're going to go and bring a seasoned 32, 33-year-old dude into our receiving room, into our linebacking room. No, I think if anything, it would be an offensive lineman. And then also, I just feel like he's going to have to address we need to get a returner that we feel good about on punts and that can add some value on the special teams, because one of the things that I saw last weekend with the teams that were playing, and especially Seattle, was they had 8 touchdowns that weren't scored on offense, and that isn't even including, obviously they scored a touchdown on a muff punt last week. Special teams and defense, it's really difficult, and I don't know where the Bears landed in that. I'm sure it was more than Green Bay, because Green Bay didn't have any. Not that I can remember. Jason couldn't. If somebody can, let me know. That is a lot to overcome over the course of a season, is when you're only able to score or do anything with one of your 3 units, where you have these other teams doing it on a consistent basis. You're so far behind the 8 ball. Those are the things that I'm sure Goody and Matt LaFleur and everybody up there are looking at, saying, maybe if we have a veteran in one of these spots, maybe that will help. but somewhere, somehow, that needs to be addressed and figured out because that is a mighty high hurdle to clear when you're trying to win a championship.
Tauscher, I'm glad you brought up special teams because it sounds like Rich Bisaccia is here to stay. The other question was Steno and if that was the best move. Obviously, there's going to be some other coordinators that are looking for positions right now that might be on their way out the door. But how do you feel about running it back on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, you just feel like it would be, I think, in everybody's best interest to, maybe make some changes, whether or not that's at the O-line, the offensive coordinator, special teams. I think there's always you want to have comfortability, but you also want to, have some different thoughts. What went wrong? And, we were kind of talking about that this morning too, and it was, do we just need to execute better and maybe get back to the basics more than we need a bunch of new ideas and changes? And I think maybe a week ago I would have thought I don't know what LaFleur is going to do, if he is going to make some changes. But whatever ends up happening, there has to just be a market thing to say, this is what we're going to be, and this is how we're going to go about doing it. And if that's a new voice that needs to do that, great. If it's the same people and they are able to execute it and do it, that's fine. It just does. And Balaga said that, and I thought Balaga said this morning. We kind of have a little bit of an identity issues as far as what are we? Are we a passing team? Are we a running team? How is this all shaking out? And the bottom line is if you struggle running the football like we did on a consistent basis, you're going to be forced into being a passing team. And I don't know any team that is looking to have that be the case. So if that's going to be Steno and Luke Butkus and, figuring out how to pick up blitzes better and give Jordan more time, and also figuring out what's the run game going to look like and how you can execute it, that needs to be addressed. And if that is best served by keeping the guys and just executing and getting down to basics, great. Or if it's bringing some different people in to get a different set of eyes on it, whatever that is going to be, that needs to be one of the top priorities this offseason.
Mark, awesome stuff. Thank you for your time.
You bet, guys.
All right, that's Mark Tauscher. This is Jim Matt and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Has the Giannis era come to an end in Milwaukee?
To hear he is ready for a new home and the Bucks are listening, this is a monumental day in Milwaukee Bucks history.
Continue reacting right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Greg Scalzo here for Buckin' Honeys. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buckin' Honeys to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buckin' Honeys experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buckin' Honeys.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
Super Bowl 60 will feature 2 general managers that combine for over 25 years of professional experience with the Green Bay Packers. Seattle Seahawks GM John Schneider started his NFL career in 1993 with Green Bay as a scout and ended his second stint in 2009 with Green Bay as the director of football operations before becoming the Seahawks general manager. Elliott Wolf, son of former Packers GM Ron Wolf, has been with the Patriots since 2020 and has served as their executive vice president of player personnel since 2024. And now one of them will be the winner of Super Bowl 60. I'm Alex Stroh.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Listen to Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin on 100.5 ESPN.
And I think Jimmy Leonard is a really good tactician. I watched a ton of Wisconsin football with no offense to the guys on that defense. It was not a uber-talented group, and they looked uber-talented. I just would have loved to have seen him get this opportunity.
Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend. Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Hear from the biggest names in basketball and get your questions answered. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus, on the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
She's Molly Brown. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. We're in the Everlight Solar studio, and I know it's not throwing stones, but I saw this was something I was considering for throwing stones, but we wanted to play the scheduled game instead. I saw this story pop around a few times. I don't know why it's showing up on my feed today because it's kind of old, but it's shown up a few different times, and it's pretty funny. So I wanted to share it with, and we can kind of rank the level of petty this is. So this one, it comes from History Photograph, which is a picture of like a Chevy Lumina, and then below it is the description here.
What kind of car is a Chevy Lumina?
4-door
sedan.
Okay, I've never heard of that in my life.
They're not that old. They're still around.
No,
Like,
really?
I mean, like,
No,
you
they're
no,
not.
you can't
Oh,
buy
yeah,
one.
it's like,
In
I feel
Jim's
like
garage,
they're
yeah.
90s or like at
Oh,
most
you know
early
this car,
2000s.
Ryan. Just Google it.
Yeah,
You've
it's,
seen
I just mean that like
100%.
you've seen it
Yes.
out and about
Okay.
still. Like people still drive
you
it. You
have.
can't buy it
Lumina.
anymore. Yes. All right. In 2008, a Chicago man registered a $600 car in his girlfriend's name, then abandoned it at the O'Hare Airport after their breakup.
Yeah, these are whenever I see one of these, I'm like sketchy.
Yeah,
There's
okay,
something sketchy
yeah.
going on with this car.
I think they used to be a lot of them were police cars. for a bit,
Yeah, it's either a cop or somebody who should be arrested by the police.
Yes. The car sat for years, so he did this on purpose. The car sat for years, racking up 654 tickets. Despite never driving it, she was held liable for over $100,000 in fines.
No way.
After a long legal battle, a 2013 settlement reduced her debt to $4,475. The city also agreed to change its policy to prevent abandoned vehicles from sitting in lots indefinitely.
So let me get this straight. They were maybe on the rocks, and he decided if she breaks up with me, I am going to rack up an enormous
no, it's
amount
like
of...
when they broke up, he bought this car, put it in her name, and parked the car.
So that was it. There was no like... That is pure... This is pure pettiness, and I know...
I mean, this is what...
Savage.
I'm following the... I don't know the whole story, but...
That's bananas. That is so wild. And the fact that she still had to pay $4,000.
Yeah, right?
Like, I have never sat in that car in my life,
right,
sir.
Right,
and
right.
how is a judge going to look you in the eye and be like, too bad, bud? Like, it says your
hopefully
name on
she
it.
was able to get a GoFundMe. I don't know if those were around in 2013, but goodness.
That is
also crazy that, like, the parking people put 600-something tickets on her car.
Yeah, just why does that not
instead
get
of,
towed?
I don't know, after,
Right.
like, the fifth one, getting towed.
Right.
Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's real?
It
I
feels
saw
like
it in like
a
5
prank.
places, but I didn't really like.
It
Did
feels
you
like
do your research?
No. But I saw it in this one. I saw like 2
honestly,
other ones.
it's better if we just
Yeah.
pretend we manifest it being true.
Yeah.
I'm with Molly. I can't imagine a parking attendant who has seen. It's like, oh, it's the day that I work at this lot. Here's another ticket
I
for
wonder
this
if it's
car.
like I wonder if it's like a physical ticket or if you're just constantly like marking
maybe
it.
it's just like getting tallied. I don't know. That's so bananas.
I don't know. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not.
All time
Either
petty.
way,
It's still.
It's crazy that the judge still fined her, even if it was, such a small percentage.
$4 would be too much.
Too much.
All right, we'll be back at it tomorrow. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.